Next is the speed control of series motor. So in series motor primarily there are two methods. One is the field control and other is the terminal voltage control method. Okay. So first, if you see the field control, there are various ways in which you can do the field control. First one is the diverter field control. So here what is going to happen? You have the motor, the armature. This is the series field, right? Now we are going to connect a variable resistance here such that some of the field current, this is the field current, right? Some of the field current is diverted into this external resistance, thereby reducing the flux. Remember, this is for a particular value of the current. Okay, for a particular value of armature current, when you introduce a external resistance, then the field current will reduce, so the flux will reduce. So you can write here, for a particular armature current, the field current will reduce when R external increases. Okay, and this will result in a reduction in flux, and this will increase the speed. Okay, so this is the diverter field control. Next we have tapped field control. So what is going to happen here? There is going to be tappings for the series winding. So this is the armature once again, and here you have the series winding. Now here there are going to be tappings. Now the voltage supply is going to be given to these tappings. Okay, we can change which tapping we wish to give the supply to. And finally we have the series parallel control method. So here what is going to happen? Simply the series winding that you have, it can be divided into two equal halves, and they can either be connected in series or they can be connected in parallel. Okay, so this is n by 2 number of turns, n by 2 number of turns. This is the series connection. And other kind of connection is if you connect both of them in parallel. This is n by 2 and this is n by 2. So this is the parallel connection. So the flux is going to be different. For the same armature current, here IA will flow, here IA, so this will be IA by 2 and IA by 2. Okay, so accordingly there will be a change in flux and accordingly there will be a change in speed. So here you can see that there is only two kinds of speed possible here in series parallel control. Okay, so when nothing is available, when variable resistance or something is not available, then the series parallel control method, it can give you two different kinds of speed. So you can see that these methods are not very efficient. So these days these methods are not used. The only method that is used for series motor speed control is the voltage control. This is the only efficient method. So what happens in voltage control? When you give a higher voltage, you get a higher speed. So you can actually prove this relation by using all of the equations, the torque equation, back EMF equation and everything, but it's not required. Just remember that with higher voltage you get a higher speed. And lastly we have the compound motor. So the compound motor speed control, all of the methods that we have used for shunt or separately excited motor, the same methods we can use here also, and the effects are also going to be more or less same. Okay, so what was that? Changing the field resistance. So field control method we can use, armature voltage control method, and finally armature resistance control. Okay. Remember, these are all for cumulatively compounded motor only. Differential compound motor, it is not used, right? So we don't have to discuss about that.